All right, yo, what is good, YouTube? Thank you guys for tuning in. It's the very first video on 2K26. Me and this bitch. All right, so I just want to make a quick video about what I made for my very first build, because obviously this is my first build, so you know they're gonna patch the game to hell, whatever, and all of that stuff. But I think I really made a really good build, and I want to share why. And I think I really like this builder compared to last year, but we're gonna get into that in 1 second. So you're gonna see I made a couple different builds, but this is the build that I'm gonna start with. So every time that I make a build, it's like you gotta know what you want, like what you want to be good at, and then you always have to sacrifice something. Like you can never be 99 at everything. What I wanted this year, based off of all of the builds I made all the other years, I wanted to make Klay Thompson. Like, that's what I wanted. I wanted a Klay Thompson build. I wanted it to be elite shooting, spot up, and I just wanted to lock down. I'm not a dribble head, so there's no reason for me to have excessive dribbling and all of that, so I didn't need to play the point. So I put it at shooting guard, and you're gonna see, I'm gonna explain every single stat and why I have the stats the way they are, but I genuinely think I could with this build. So this build, obviously we're going shooting guard, going 6'5", we're going 207, and we're going minimum wingspan. Now, the minimum wingspan is specifically because I want a 99.3. If you don't want a 99.3, you don't, which is actually a little unnecessary, especially after playing last year. It's going to be unnecessary. But I just want the 99.3 with the cap breakers. So if you don't want that, then you don't need that. You could put your wingspan up because you get better animations and stuff anyway. But I do want the 99.3. So we're going to start with the shooting. 94.3. 84 mid-range. The 94.3 again. For the 5 cap breakers, I'm going to put 5 cap breakers to max that at 99. Okay. We're going to skip the finishing for a second. We're going to go to playmaking. 71 pass accuracy is more than enough, especially as a shooting guard. Like in the way passes are now, you really don't need a super high pass unless you're a center and you're going to be throwing outlet passes, or you know you're a point guard and you're going to be facilitating the offense. This is supposed to be Klay Thompson, so I'm supposed to be half shitting. I'm not, or sitting in the corner. You know, you'll see with the finishing, I can finish as well, but I'm not supposed to be handling the ball, so I don't need all of this. The 81 ball handle gives me handles for days. You're going to see I get the strong handle, I get unpluckable, I get all of this, right? Speed with ball, same. 75 is all you need to get the Zach LaVine dribble style, which is really good this year, just like it was good last year. But yeah, so let's go to the defense. We got 60 interior, 92 perimeter. Now you're going to see this 87 still. This is the one part of the build that hurts me. I originally had this still at a 91 so I could get the gold glove, but I dropped it to 87 specifically so I can get to the 75 vertical. And again, we'll go over that in 1 second. But for the defense, you got 60 interior, 92 perimeter, gives you gold, all gold, everything. 87 still, gives you gold and silver glove. Offensive rebound, put it at 55. I was trying to get it to 60, but I really couldn't. But that's cool. You know, I'm a shooting guard. You don't really need the rebounding, but it's so cheap. It doesn't really work anything with that. So we got 80 speed. I wish it could go higher. You could use cap breakers to make it higher if you want to. Again, I think as a shooting guard, that should be fine. The agility, 80. Again, so I can get all gold. Well, not all, because I've slippery off ball, but gold pick dodger, gold on ball minutes. You could use any of your match plus ones, any of your max plus twos to get that to the Hall of Fame, legend, any of that shit. So, and we got the 85 strength for a movable enforcer, right? And you got Hall of Fame strong handle. Like, on defense, the only issue is the block. Now, if you go and you make the wingspan longer, so you don't have the 99.3, you can still keep the 99, the 94.3, but just lower or whatever. And then you can, you know, put the block up, because all you need to get that block, let me see. Yeah, it's a 68. You get a 68 block. You know what I mean? You can get the high flying denier, which I was going for, but I can't get it with everything else. So the last thing I want to talk about is the finishing. There's a reason why I put the finishing glass. I already explained the 3-point shot. I'm going to use the 5 cap breakers to get to a 99. Okay. Depending on how much I play, if I can earn another 4 or 5 cap breakers, that's definitely going on the steal to put that to 91. And then you can, you know, +1 and +2 it to get it even better. Right? As far as the speed with ball, the ball handling, and the pass accuracy, again, I'm running shooting guard. I'm really spotting up. I'm not trying to ISO unless I have to, and this is enough to ISO, especially with the strong handle. But I don't need to be doing that consistently, but I do think this is more than enough, especially you do get this active beating dribble style. With the finishing, we're going to use the build specialization, oh my God, on the finishing, right? Here's why. First of all, you get an 80 driving layup, which is good because that's what gives you the silver physical finisher. Also, you get the flow game and everything. Really, ideally, you really want that, honestly, like an 82, 83, because a lot of the best layup packages for guards are like 82, 83 and higher. 80 is like, I'm missing a bunch of animations by 1 or 2. But the fact that I get the layup mix master and the physical finisher, like, that's fine with me. 85 drive and dunk. This is why we're going build specialization on finishing. With an 85 drive and dunk, you see 2 more, you can get the 87 drive and dunk. That'll give you silver posterizer. That is why I said I had to drop my steal. Originally when I made it, I had it at a 91, but I dropped it to an 87 so that I could get my vertical to a 75. Yeah, right? So you build specialized on finishing. You get 2 cap breakers. You put both of them on driving dunk, so you get 87 driving dunk. With the 75, that'll put that on silver posterizer. You max plus to it, you can have Hall of Fame posterizer. Then what I'll probably do is take the max plus 1 and put that on physical finisher, so you can have gold physical finisher, or you can put it on layup and have silver. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this build will have all legend shooting badges with Hall of Fame posterizer, right? And you got other max plus 1s and max plus 2s, so you can put challenger, or like you can literally put any of these at Hall of Fame or at legend as well. The only issue I have with this build is maybe with the speed of the game, maybe the speed and agility. While it's enough for the badges, maybe that's not enough, because I play all modes. I play 3v3, 5v5, everything with all my builds. I don't ever make a build specifically for one thing, so maybe that's not enough. Then again, the block. Again, I don't want to rely on cap breakers, but here's one thing that I am hoping. Well, actually, no, never mind, because I can't get 68 block unless I was to drop or lengthen the wingspan. You could probably get it then, but you wouldn't get the 99.3, and that's what I want. So when you do all of this, I really like the name of this. First of all, I was going for Klay Thompson. I don't know who damn Marjorie is. I ain't gonna lie, my fault. Maybe historians, but Kobe Bryant, Jimmy Butler, 2-way 3-point sniping high flyer. I don't even know. They just threw a bunch of fucking words together. I don't even know what that means, right? Like, obviously I know what it means, but look at this. No weaknesses. Cold shooter, right? Tough to get by on the perimeter. Active hands. A poster waiting to happen. Like this, I genuinely think I cook with this build. I think, and honestly, I think it's, I don't want to like call it, but I think it's like patch proof. Like, I don't know, like what would they patch to make this game, to make this build obsolete, right? You got the pure green window. You probably don't even need the 94.3. You probably don't even need it. You don't even need the 93. So you could probably get more if you drop it. But it's like, what could they patch? Like the dunking, the finishing in this game is really good. I'm seeing people, finish it with high dunking and low layup. I mean, I put the 80 on the layup. I like doing layups. You know what I'm saying? Just because I like to be fancy and cheese. But that's just me. Like 60 interior defense at 6'5", like even if you get beat on the perimeter, I'm still able to hold my own in the paint. Like again, the only thing that I think that could hinder this build is the block and the speed and agility. Maybe those are too low. 80 seems a little too low. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, man, they literally like I spent a couple hours in this builder. Like I think this is it. So I'm gonna start like grinding this build out. I ain't dropping a hell of money on this, but I'm gonna be streaming soon, and when y'all see me streaming, it'll be on this build. So we gonna see what's up. Shit. Thank you for tuning into the video, man. Leave me any comments. Tell me if you like the build, if you don't like the build, what you would do differently, any of that stuff. But yeah, man, we out here. Appreciate it.